Let's start with the sales numbers. You've already beaten the sales numbers of 2019. What are we looking at, do you think, in terms of total sales for this year's Singles Day Festival?
I
think the sale performance is within our estimate, with very decent overall growth, which closely links to consumers' enthusiasm. The growth number comes from the huge enthusiasm of consumers. So the overall growth is within our estimate. I hope at the end of today we will see a good sales number when we recap and share it with you.
How much engagement are we seeing this year with foreign brands? I know you've added something like 2,600 new foreign brands to your categories. How much demand is there?
Chinese consumers are fond of foreign brands. Those from the middle class or people with strong purchasing power from Tier 1 or Tier 2 cities, they already have a big appetite for shopping. In light of the overseas travel restrictions imposed by the pandemic, I think we can see higher enthusiasm for online consumption during this shopping festival.
When do you think we get back to pre-pandemic levels of retail sales in China?
From Alibaba's perspective, we are not only looking at online sales, but paying a lot of attention to offline sales too. The recovery in offline sales has been very good and has exceeded many people's expectations. Offline has not reached pre-pandemic levels, but it has recovered very well. For online sales, we've seen stronger growth this time around in both customer behaviour and brand participation. I think putting everything together, offline sales will recover to a better level in 1 or 2 quarters. But if we only look at online sales, I believe it's already returned to normal.
China has unveiled new anti-monopolistic regulations. Many see this as a key change in the way that the government approaches technology companies, an attempt to rein in the power of companies like Alibaba. What do you think the impact of these new rules will be?
We've just noted this new regulation over the past couple of days. I think we will need to further study the draft. We will see later how we should accommodate this new regulation imposed by the government.
I
don't think this is a surprise. As you know, the Chinese market is in the process of constantly regulating. China's government would like to regulate markets and engage in more market research in all sectors. Over recent decades, the Chinese government has kept improving its law and regulation. We've been growing during this process.
We've also seen changes in regulations around internet finance, online finance, which of course impacted Ant Group, and the IPO of course was cancelled. There's concerns that it may restrict the ability to offer credit by Ant Group to some of your consumers, and also financial transactions will be seen and have more oversight. What do you think the impact potentially of that is on your business in the e-commerce space?
On the Taobao platform, we've been encouraging our consumers to be rational with their purchases on the basis of meeting their needs.